All right, good morning, traders. Today is September 12th, 2024. My name is John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. Just good morning. I want to thank everybody out there in digital land. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Everybody in the room. Appreciate that. I love that. My SPY pivot this morning is 547.75. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5 except for IWM are still in daily uptrends. SPY, QQQ, IWM, FNGU, all made outside days. That's higher highs and lower lows. SPY, QQQ, and FNGU, all three closed over bullish crosses over their 17 EMAs with 2-hour uptrends and 10-minute uptrends. IWM closed below a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Diamond Dow made a lower high and a lower low, closing over a bearish trap over the 17 EMA. GLD, SLV, both in uptrend. I'm going to check that out after Diamond Dow. GLD and SLV, both precious metals, are in uptrends. SLV made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bearish trap over the 17. Gold made an outside day. Of course, that's a higher high, lower low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. UNG in an uptrend made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17. USO, still in the downtrend, made an inside day. That's a lower high and a higher low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. US dollar index still in a downtrend. Love that. Closed near the 101.64 area. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. First one I want to look at is Diamond Dow. Make sure I got that right. Diamond Dow made a lower high and a lower low, closing over a bearish trap over the 17. Let me make sure I got that right. Yes, closed over a bearish trap over the 17. Yep. But it made a lower low and a lower high. Okay, let's go back to SPY. All right, big move yesterday coming off the bottom of this area right here. So here's SPY on the daily chart. All right, still in a daily uptrend, okay? We're in a daily uptrend since we broke this high right there, okay? We would have to break this low right here. Was this low? Now it's this low right here. We would have to break this low in order to, because we're up over the 17, to be in a downtrend, all right? So SPY in an uptrend, all right? And on the 2-hour chart, pull it up here, 2-hour, we got price action, and the 3, that's the yellow thin line, up over the white 8 EMA, okay, 3 EMA over the white EMA. Got some air between the two of them right there. So that's an uptrend, okay? So 2-hour uptrend going into the close, all right? And up all three, price, the 3, and the 8, all up over the 17 EMA, okay? So 2-hour SPY, 2-hour uptrend. 10-minute chart. All right, currently we're in 10-minute uptrend, and we left off with a 10-minute uptrend, okay? So what do we need? Okay, yesterday we had the same scenario, right? All we needed was a green candle, right? We didn't get it. We got red candles. See that flush right down to the downside? No green candles, so it stopped right there. So we didn't trigger in yesterday. Today, all we need is a green candle. I need a candle that does not have more wick than body and tail. It can't be a red candle, all right? Because that's moving in the other direction. And it can't be a doji, something that shows, hey, we're pausing up here, okay? So if I get a decent green candle that doesn't have more wick than body and tail, it's not a doji, all right, and it's not red, probably going to be buying into this 10-minute uptrend for continuation to the upside. All right, we are right into resistance. Okay, see these valleys over here? Point out the valleys. Okay, you got a valley right here. That's resistance. Got a valley right here. That's resistance. And we got to move down with a little mini valley right here. Okay, that's resistance. Okay, so we are up into resistance right here. Then we got some more little valleys right here, right here, right here, and right here. All right, so if we get up past this valley, which we seem to be in the pre-market, target's going to be the next valleys up, the next sequence of valleys that are coming up here. Okay, so that's going to be, I'm just going to put a line in so you guys can see where it's at. So that area is 557.39. Okay, so that's our next target to the upside, 557.39. If we get past these big valleys right there. Okay, see those? That's resistance that we're running into right now. Now, if we get past those, hey, guess what? Now we're climbing the breakdown candle, all right? If we get past these valleys at 557.39, then we start to climb the breakdown candle, which is up there. All right, so I'm going to take those off. Where's the breakdown candle? And that starts right about there, okay? About 560.97. Okay, so we are bullish. We had a nice big green engulfing move yesterday, right there on the 10-minute chart. You can see we engulfed all of what the bears produced over here early in the morning yesterday. So we're looking for follow-through this morning. Okay, I would expect a little bit of consolidation and then some follow-through. We are right underneath resistance. What we don't want to see, okay, is this. We don't want to see a mountaintop. Okay, we don't want to see this and then come back down there. Okay, we don't want to see that. Okay, we do want to see something like this and maybe like this and this and this and this and then break out to the upside. That would be ideal. All right. Now, it's possible they pull all the way back to support. So where's support? Okay, support's going to be right through there. Okay, that's going to be probably close to 547.75, pretty much where my pivot is. Okay, see the tops of those peaks? That's where support could be. So we could pull back to there and then bounce back up and consolidate up over just like we did here in this box. Okay, so we got a box of consolidation right there. And it would be nice, I mean, I'd like it to keep moving up, but if it consolidated right up here, I would be happy. Right there. Even if it pulled back to 547.75 and we just started to consolidate over prior consolidation, that would be ideal. Okay? I don't know if it's going to do it. Looking like it more wants to tackle this area up here. Okay? In the pre-market. We'll see what it wants to do. All right? But looking for a green candle. Again, green erases red. All right? As my entry. All right? So all I need is a green candle. All right? Just can't be one of those topping wick candles. Can't be a red candle. Can't be a doji. All right? Just need a decent green candle showing me higher lows and higher highs on that 10-minute chart. Yesterday, we played, okay, because we're up over the pivot. All right? And let me zoom in here. Pivot was down here, 546, around that area. Once we got up over the pivot, this was an entry right here. Green erases red. Pull up my arrows right there. That was an entry over the pivot. Green erases red. Okay, another one. Green erases red right there. Green erases red right there. Green erases red. Now, I don't advise taking them into the 2 o'clock hour, but that was a thriller trade, ripping all the way up to 555. Okay, so it's green erases red. Nice. It held that 10-minute. Look at this. Look at the air between the yellow 3 EMA and the 8 EMA. It just held that gap open, almost like a machine produced all of this. Boom, 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 all the way up, okay? Green erases red, enter. Green erases red, enter. Green erases red, enter. Green erases. Where's your stop go? Underneath the red candle. Okay? See the red candles? Take the biggest one right there, the deepest red candle. Stop goes underneath it. Okay? Same thing here. Stop goes underneath that red candle. Stop goes underneath. On this one, it would be the green candle here, because that would be the low made in this little valley here. Okay? So there it is. Green erases red. And we did quite well yesterday trading this to the upside. All right, so let's go take a look at some other charts. There's SPY. We've already got a plan. We're looking for follow-through this morning. They're already up, kind of consolidating over yesterday's post-market consolidation. That's a good sign. Target for this morning, 557.38. And then beyond that, hey, we're looking for the breakdown candle right up there, okay? 560.50, all right? Going to go tackle that breakdown candle high. All right, so that would be the next target after 557.39. Okay, let's take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ on the daily chart. Same kind of candle as SPY, okay? Got ourselves a lower low and higher high. Closing over, bullish cross. That's the 3 EMA crossing over the 8 EMA, okay? Closing over, bullish cross, over these dots. That's the 17 EMA, closing over the 17 EMA, QQQ, okay? Still in an uptrend ever since it broke this high right here, okay? So still holding on to that uptrend, okay? FNGU, same deal, lower low, higher high, closing over the bullish cross, over the 17 EMA, okay? Still in an uptrend, was in an uptrend ever since it took out that high right there. So FNGU, uptrend. SPY, uptrend. QQQ, uptrend. Diamond Dow. All right, Diamond Dow put in a lower high and a lower low, closing over the bearish trap and over the 17 EMA, okay? So this is quite volatile right there. Like to see some follow through on Diamond Dow to the upside. We'll see what we get. Right now, Diamond Dow in an uptrend, all right? It would have to take out this low right here to be in a downtrend. All right, right now, Diamond Dow in an uptrend. Take a look at IWM. This is our Russell 2000. Now, Russell 2000 has to break this high right here in order to be in an uptrend. Has not done it yet, okay? Got this nice bull flag going on, okay? Yesterday's price action, the same as SPY and QQQ. Got a higher high and a lower low closing inside the bearish trap or just under it. It's kind of close, you know. I'll call it inside the bearish trap, but it's still under this falling 17 EMA. Got to see some follow through with that price action bounce we had yesterday in IWM. Okay, IWM still in a downtrend. Now, if it happens to make a higher low here and then makes a higher high right up here over these, okay, it will begin in an uptrend. It will no longer have to beat this high. It will be in an uptrend. IWM still in a downtrend. So again, all of the Fab 5 except for IWM are in uptrends. Let's take a look at our technicals. First technical, T2122. Okay, you can see we came down into, we passed right through sell zone, came down into the oversold zone. All right, and then from there, the bulls tossed us out, and we came into the sell zone. All right, from there we made, after making this lower low, okay, made a little lower high, but then we made a higher low. Then we moved up here into the seller's chop zone, made a higher high than this high right here, and a higher low. Okay, and then another higher high and a higher low and a higher high and a higher low. And when we left off, we were right back up here at the midpoint. So nice move, nice recovery all the way back up here at the midpoint on T2122. On the 3-bar, on the 15-minute chart, okay? Price action, selling off in the morning and rallying up in the afternoon, okay? Not a convincing higher high, but nonetheless, it squeaked out a higher high at the end of the day on T2123. So big bottoming tail candle right there. If you were to look at that on a daily chart, that would be a bottom tail candle. On the 3-bar chart, oh, back to the 15. I'm not done yet. All right, 200 SMA, rising 200 SMA, making up into these, between these two prior all-time highs. This thick green line, that's a prior all-time high. This line right here, let me crank it up a little bit. That is also, this light green, that's also a prior all-time high. This right here, that is the all-time high. Now that was just set last week, right there. The all-time high for T2123, okay? Still getting a little pullback. I would have liked it if they could have held the higher ground and consolidated up here, but they happen to fall underneath the 200 SMA. I like to see them climb back on top of this 200 SMA and consolidate again, creating kind of a inverse head and shoulders. That would be nice. So there's T2123. We're still bullish. That is a bull flag, a move up, and like a 30-degree pullback. It's a little more than 30 degree, looking more like 45. But anyways, we'll pull back there. And if they could recover that and start grinding up against this 200 SMA that's kind of hooking over here, I like to see that when 200 SMA is up between the two prior all-time highs. Okay, like to see it up in here. That would be really nice. That would be the two recent all-time highs. Not sure if it can get up there. All right, it's going to take T2123 some work to get that 200 up into here. We'd actually probably have to consolidate up there probably for a couple weeks. But there is T2123 putting in a pullback right now. Now it'll be interesting if they start making lower lows. It's not going to look good. All right, if they continue to work their way up and start grinding away at overhead supply, that would be really good. Now we have an opportunity. We have a projection for T21 as a measured move up to this area right up here, 637.83, right around, roughly thereabouts around that area. That would be a measured move up to there. Now, with all of the inflation that we had, think about it, okay? Just think about what's going on, okay? So businesses are now getting, with inflation, they're all charging more for their products and services. So when they charge more, that's more money coming into the top line. All right, now if management's got their act together, all right, those higher revenues should transcend into the bottom line with higher profits, therefore giving these securities, stocks, okay, higher multiples, and therefore with higher multiples we get higher price, and that should take us up into here. Problem is that may take a while to get there. It may take 6 months to get up there. Okay, but the market is forward looking, and it may take 1 month or even a couple weeks. We'll see what happens. All right, so there's T2123 on the 15-minute chart. We're going to head off to the 3-bar chart. It's the same chart, just on a 3-bar time frame. Here we are, price action. Put in 3 more red candle bars yesterday. Still got a rising 200 SMA. I like that. Okay, still holding the ground inside the 2 prior all-time highs. I like that. I would like to see more upward action, but a little melt off is healthy so that we can get new blood coming in to buy this up to higher highs right there. So there's T2123. FNGU, this is the one we needed, okay? We needed a break of this downtrend. Hey, we got it. We needed a cross over of this falling 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart. Hey, we got it, okay? We need them to hold the higher ground. Hey, we got it so far. Okay, this is pre-market. I want to see them do it in regular daily market, okay? Like to see them consolidate here and then start working their way back up towards these highs. Okay, so there's our big cap FNGU right there. And wherever this goes, it's going to jerk those two indices with it. That's QQQ and SPY. All right. If this moves over to the right, they'll probably, QQQ will move over to the right. But if T2123 moves higher, SPY will move higher instead of not just moving to the right, but it will melt up if T2123 starts to move up instead of down. Okay, so there's FNGU. Nice work yesterday. Little sell-off in the morning and a huge rally coming into the close right there. You can see all those green, a lot of space right there between 17 EMA and the price action. So there's FNGU. Hey, we got it, all right? So need them to hold this area on the other side of this falling 200. Like to see it get a nice hook going on, and like to see price catch on that hook and start working its way back up to these highs up here. So there's FNGU. All right, let's take a look at around the market. Let's look at some other stuff. Start off with precious metals, SLV. Okay, SLV in an uptrend since it broke this high. Price action, a little higher low, higher high, closing over bearish trap over the 17 EMA. SLV in an uptrend. Not quite as healthy as GLD. All right, well, GLD is much healthier because it moves up, and notice it moves over to the right, holds the higher ground. This is the one that's looking real good right now. Okay, GLD moving up, holding the higher ground. What I also like about GLD is I like this wedge. See that wedge going on? See how those, let me take that out. See how those tails all keep making higher lows? See that? I like that. That's showing me possible breakout soon. All right? All right? Possible breakout coming soon. What we don't want is a failed breakout. What we want is a successful rip to the upside, maybe a little pullback, then another big rip to the upside. So there's GLD on the daily chart. It is bullish. It is prime consolidation here. Got a nice wedge going on. It is ready for a breakout. I would look for some opportunity on GLD. That's looking really nice. Okay, so GLD uptrend, SLV uptrend, but not quite as healthy as GLD. Let's take a look at energy, USO. This is crude oil. Okay, crude oil in a downtrend. Finally, those EVs finally pulled through for us. Okay, because now we got lower demand. All right, causing USO to fall, I would think. All right, so price action yesterday for USO. We are in a downtrend because we broke this low and this low. All right, we made a lower high and we made a lower low. That's a downtrend. All right, so price action inside day. All right, got a lower high and a higher low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the falling 17 EMA. USO in a downtrend. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG in an uptrend. Okay, UNG took out this high right here, got in an uptrend. If it had broken this all-time low right here, that would be a downtrend. It would have reverted right back into the downtrend. Didn't break the low, made a squeaky higher low right here. Now we need it to make a higher high. Price action yesterday, okay, is a higher low and a higher high, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Bulls got to make a higher high to get this into an uptrend. All right. This is looking like moving up, consolidating here. All right. This is looking ready for possible higher high. All right. And the commencement of a new uptrend. Looking like this downtrend is now broken. And this is looking interesting for an uptrend right here. All right. If we could start coming over the top of that and hold the ground over that candle there, that would look interesting. And even better, excuse me, getting up over this 1490 and holding the ground over 1490 would look really interesting as well. So UNG looking ready to end its downtrend, consolidate, and then start moving up. Okay, currently in a daily uptrend. All right, let's take a look at SMH. All right, SMH in an uptrend since we broke this high right here. SMH uptrend, XLK. All right, nice rip candles here. Like to see that uptrend. All right, since we broke this high right there. Okay, so XLK uptrend, SMH uptrend, XLF. All right, uptrend. All right, making a higher high up here, still in an uptrend, pulling back, but making a higher high. Just 7-8 days ago, that was an all-time high. So XLF uptrend, XLIs are industrials. All right, making an uptrend. Well, that's close. I don't know about that. That low came real close to making this a downtrend. Not quite, but XLI uptrend. 8 days ago, that also made new all-time highs. Okay, so XLI uptrend, XLF uptrend, SMH uptrend, and XLK uptrend. All right, let's take a look at XRT. XRT in a downtrend, all right? It needed to break this high to get the uptrend status. It failed to do that. So it's in a downtrend. Looking like possible reversal here. Need to get this going back in the other direction with a bullish trap and up over this falling 17 EMA. XRT still in a downtrend. Do want to point out a few stocks that do look interesting, all right? AMD making a higher low right here. Okay, AMD, I'd like to see that probably make its way back to this downtrend line. AMD's looking interesting. Costco's looking interesting. See that? A move up. Holding the higher ground. Costco's looking interesting for a breakout to get up here to 1,000. So I like that one. I like Amazon. I'm liking Amazon and move up and consolidating over here. Like to see some consolidation right on the same plane as this. Okay, so I'd like to see it move up into this area right here. All right, and consolidate there. I'd like to see consolidation over prior consolidation. Okay, so we had a sharp move down, and now we're back up. Consolidated here in a bull flag. Like to see us make another little bull flag, consolidate here. And that would look interesting. Come up here, start taking out that head right up there. So Amazon is currently in an uptrend because it's making higher lows and higher highs. So Amazon's looking good, and I like Costco, those two. Maybe a little AMD, not quite ready yet, okay? So I'm just looking at those. All right, let's go take a look at the economics package. Oh yeah, one more. IYT. Okay, here's our transports yesterday. Price action, really that bad? I gotta see this. They came all the way down to 64.32 and they closed at 65.92. 64.30. Yeah, so it is what it is. Okay, transports in an uptrend. Don't like this big red candle. I'm just gonna say that right now. Okay. Got a lower high and a lower low closing underneath the bear's trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend because they took out this high. If they take out this low, they'll be in a downtrend. All right, so there's IYT in an uptrend. Okay, so we got transports in an uptrend, technology and semiconductors in an uptrend, financials and industrials also in an uptrend, T2123 is in an uptrend, FNGU is in a squeaky uptrend, and we got the dollar at a 2024 low, 12-month low. We got the perfect scenario for a huge, robust rally. All right, just saying, if the financials want to put their money to work, they could really bust out a new high this month or next month. Problem is, September has a history of being a bad month for the market. So there it is. All right, everything is juiced up and ready to go. We're just in the wrong month. All right, we'll find out what happens. Maybe they can change history. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, on the economics package. All right, we'll run through it quick. Dollar in a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower lows. Closing right here around 101.64 area and moving down right now. Like to see it. All right, we are at a 12-month low. We broke this low right here, and we are at a 2024 low. Okay, all-time low right here, made right there. Okay, about 2 weeks ago. All right, so dollar's in a downtrend. Dollar hanging out at the lows. Dollar consolidating at the lows should inspire the market to run after those a new all-time high. Okay, so there's the U.S. dollar. Economics calendar. Yesterday was CPI. Let me just say, CPI was good. All right, nothing bad with CPI. This morning, jobless claims coming out probably a minute ago. All right, 8:30. PPI final demand, 8:30. Gas report, 10:30. And then Treasury statement at 2, and Treasury buyback results also at 2. Tomorrow, consumer sentiment at 10, import-export prices 8:30. So really, pretty much a light week, all right? Even if the jobless claims tick up a little bit, I mean, honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing, all right? I really don't. Unless they tick up. Now, if they get way out of line, like huge losses, we get huge gains in jobless claims, all right? That would be bad, all right? But I think a little bit would be fine, all right? On Max Payne, let's see what we got for Max Payne. Let's just go to earnings. Max Payne's not ready. Earnings, come on, earnings. All right, earnings for today. We have Adobe after the close, about $250 billion right there. They're going to report after 4 p.m. Friday the 13th. Oh, gosh. Triple witching and Friday the 13th. Can it get any worse? All right, so here we go. Earnings, we got, hey, nothing, just some familiar names, but nothing notable that's going to move the markets. Monday, okay? Again, some familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets. So that's on the earnings calendar. For the Max Payne, still juicing up. Dollar right here. Let's try another Max Payne. Let's see if we can get something. Thanks, Alan. One more Max Payne is... Let's try that one. All right. So according to the other website, Max Payne for today is 548. I don't know if we're going there. Put to call ratio is 1 put to every call. Then that's regarding just the puts and calls that expired today. Okay, so they're calling for a little bit of a pullback. All right. See the Max Payne if it's coming in. Let's hit refresh. No data. There's always some trouble with this thing. I don't know what the problem is. Just do it. All right, so we got no Max Payne data from the other site. From this one, they're saying 548 and about 1 put to every call. All right, maybe this will come in later. Anyways, all right, so that's it. You got the plan for this morning, okay? We're looking for an entry candle that's green with no topping tail, no doji, no red candles. All right, so there we go. Got a 10-minute uptrend. Looking for some follow through on the big green candle we had yesterday. All right, so that's it, traders. I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes, and we'll open up the markets. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody in digital land. I mean, everybody that leaves a kind comment for me, everybody that subscribes, I appreciate that. I love that. Thank you so much. I know you guys leave comments all the time. I don't get to them right away. Seriously, I appreciate that. I love it. Thank you for all that you do. All right, so see you guys in about 45 minutes.